Good morning. How are you doing? Or good afternoon. My name is Marschelle Weeks. I'm a senior leader with the SheEO district, also a licensed financial coach, as well as an academy consultant within the SheEO Academy. I hope everyone's doing well today. Guess what I learned from sabbatical 2 weeks ago? Sometimes you have to relax, or let's say you have a lot going on, and sometimes you have to record the news, right? It's still coming to you fresh, all of the updates from something during sabbatical. So it worked out today that I would record it. So I thought that was graduation, because normally, you know how we do, we say, okay, we got to squeeze this in, squeeze that in. And then sometimes we don't do as good a job had we allowed ourselves some grace. So I'm taking advantage of the technology today, and I am pre-recording this. And so let me give myself a little high five for letting myself off the hook, right? The news is still fresh, it's still new, and I will come back and comment under the chat a little bit later, but let's just hop into it. I hope everyone is doing well. I know you all went out and you shared the videos and the lives, and you've been sharing the posts and talking to your friends and family, your business besties about the SheEO district, because we are 3,000 plus members strong right here in the SheEO district Facebook group. We are expanding, we are growing, and great things are happening. You make it a better place. So thank you for adding friends, telling people, and we're still pushing to get as many women in the SheEO district as possible so we can share the knowledge, help people right where they are, whether they're interested in business or whether they already have one. We want to be the one-stop shop for the woman in business, okay? Who is the SheEO district? What are we about? We are an organization of women creating a movement designed to disrupt the norm of socially accepted mediocrity to identify the leader within. So with that, we want to say welcome, welcome, welcome to all the new members of the SheEO district. This is who we are. We welcome you to volunteer, step up. Please look for the post where you can post all of your podcast or your lives, events, pop-up shops, what have you. Look for that post and post what you have going on in the comments so we can support you. So we have the SheEO Academy open for registration soon. We are in session right now, but continue to check back at the SheEOdistrict.com/academy. Ilyasa Simpson, one of our senior leaders, is director of the academy. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to her. You can follow her on Facebook and Instagram. She can answer any questions you may have, or just go directly to the website. The SheEO Academy, as you can see, this is where the last registration was, where the classes begin, or the week the classes begin, when surveys will be distributed. And there you see the last week of class ending April 16th. Please note there will be no classes April 18th through April 30th. So put that on your calendar, turn on your notifications so you know when it's time to register for the next session. Angela Lewis, she is director as well of the, senior leader of the consultants. She's the person who meets with people or reaches out to people to ask them about their interest in becoming a consultant in the academy, where Ilyasa Simpson is senior leader. She's director of that area. Kelly Bowens, our CEO and founder, she does the tribe interest meetings that are every other Monday. Again, put your notifications on so that you will know when the next tribe meeting is. Of course, you can always reach out to Angela or Kelly. They'll answer any questions that you have and make sure that you're scheduled for the next consultant and or tribe interest meeting that takes place every other Monday. The SheEO Meetup Unbothered, Cancun, August 25th through 29th. We know from last year There was a backlog on passports. So if you have not renewed your passport, there's plenty of time for you to get that in, to renew, update, do whatever you have to do. You don't want to miss this trip, and you don't want your passport expiring to keep you from going to this meetup, so you can rub shoulders and talk to the other SheEOs within the district. Come out and get to know people. That's just one of the great things about these different events. You can come out, put names to faces. You may see people in the group. Now you get to meet them in person. And they always teach us in business, it's the meeting that takes place after the meeting. Sometimes you'll get more nuggets from that second meeting than the first one. You know what I mean? And not saying that you're not going to learn anything, but you know what I mean. Sometimes, people will share different experiences. Something may come to them that may not have been on their agenda when they gave you like the formal talk, but it's afterwards. They may expound upon what they talked about. So you always want to come out and come and meet the other SheEOs and participate. Do you have a prayer request? Do you need a mental health check-in? Please go to SheEOcares.com and put in a request. We always say everyone needs a mental health check-in, don't we? The events from this week, everybody needs the check-in. We have prayer requests. It's okay. Your information is confidential. We have a wonderful team of ladies who are waiting to pray for you, to check on you. Angela Jones is the lead of the CARES department. And what does it mean? Because it's an acronym. It's Christian Advocates Reassuring and Empowering Our Sisters, SheEO Cares. We have Jamaica Townsend, Denise Henry, and of course our senior leader, Angela. They are waiting to extend an olive branch to you. You may need to talk about something. You may need to just have someone to pray with you without even sharing what it is that's going on with you. It is okay. We're just here to make sure we're taking care of the whole woman. You are bigger than just your business, and so we want to make sure that you get what you need, so make sure you go on to the SheEOcares.com, or you can get to it through the SheEOdistrict.com and submit your prayer request. The SheEO meetup, the date has changed. So there will be a boot camp. You know that the theme for this year is wealthy. The date has changed to May 13th through the 15th at the Embassy Suites in Perimeter. This will be facilitated by us, the senior leadership team. You absolutely do not want to miss this weekend. We have some very powerful ladies on the senior leadership team. You have women who are actively in business, active clients. You have people who are seeking them out. Our Truth Honey Dior has been featured in Forbes magazine. She did not pay to be in the magazine. She was featured in the magazine. We have Lakeisha and Eliasa, Paula, Jasmine, Kelly, Angela, and myself, all women in business. We want to share our pitfalls, our successes, our lessons learned. Please come out, register for the boot camp. You can find it under the events on the website. We are all in process of becoming wealthy this year, and we're going to come together and we're going to talk about some things that can help us, again, the whole woman, because we are more than just our business. So turn on your notifications, so whenever there are updates, registration, different things that will be offered in conjunction with this boot camp, you do not want to miss it. We are having our SheEO Tribe Accountability Partner Meeting, April 3rd, 8:00 p.m. to 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with our senior leader, Paula Hatton, who is a business strategist. Her company is called Synergizing Results. Paula is amazing. Again, just come to the meeting. For those of you who are in the accountability program, you would have signed up. I believe it was last year, because I am also a part of that. SheEO Tribe does have its benefits, so you want to absolutely look out for the meetings for the SheEO tribe, because it is programs like the accountability partnership that helps us to be accountable to the goals that we have set for ourselves. And so, we get in a group with other ladies to help each other meet our goals. Sometimes it takes for another person saying, okay, I'm going to do XYZ by this date. And that might motivate you. Okay, let me set a goal and see if I can meet this goal. And then we all just meet our goals together. It's just good to be with like-minded people. And that's what the accountability partnership is all about. So make sure, again, add this to your calendar, turn your notifications on, and we will see you at the partner meeting. Wealthy. Our declaration for 2022, experiencing wholeness in business, relationships, health, spirituality, wealth, and financial assets. Wholeness manifested by way of internal healing. How many of us know that what we have going on inside of us, if it is unhealthy, it is going to affect every aspect of our life? That's why I keep saying we are more than just our business. The SheEO district speaks to the whole woman, from the top of her head to the soles of her feet and everything in between. We want to heal. We want to heal. And in turn, that healing impacts everything else that concerns us. So, as we've already talked about, if there is a request for prayer, a mental health check-in that you need, please submit it. If you have questions about how is the tribe going to help me out, please turn on that notification so you can find out when the next meeting is, or reach out to Angela or Kelly. You may be in a position where it might be time for you to be the teacher instead of the student. So contact Angela Lewis to become a consultant. We're healing. We're dealing with everything that concerns us this year so we can be healthy in all areas. This is the year of wealthy. So let's check out the new apparel, the SheEOdistrict.com. Go on and purchase your sweatshirt, your t-shirt, so we can represent our theme for the year. Even though it's our theme for the year, we want to always walk in wealth, right? We always want to heal. We want things around us to multiply. We want promotion, not just in currency, our monies, wallets, checking accounts, saving accounts, investments. We want to heal in mental health. We want to become rich in mental health. We want to become rich in energy. We want our spiritual woman, our spiritual woman, our physical self. We want to be rich in those areas as well. So go on and get your sweatshirt, your t-shirt, and represent what you're walking into in the year of 2022. So our social idiom for the week, because we're in social week, it's get on like a house fire. So what does this mean? It means two people who have similar interests and quickly become good friends. So because this is social week, we're going to get out there and network. We're going to meet people on social media. We may have some people to follow up with from last month, right? We're going to talk to them. We're going to focus more on the things we have in common, and we're going to get on like a house fire. You never know. That new person could be your accountability partner. That new person could be just someone that, you check on one another. We need people in our lives, right? We need connections, healthy connections. So I hope you find that person this week that where you all can get on like a house fire. Not quite what I was planning. 6-word memoir. I really, really like this book. It was edited by Smith Magazine, and it's just by famous and obscure writers. That's exactly what it says on the cover of the book. Many Hands Have Kept Me Afloat by Nick Flynn. Does that not fit in so well for Social Week? I think so. We need people. I know that there is this thing out here in the world that says, I don't need anybody but me. That's a lie. That's a lie. Even Jesus needed the disciples, right? We need Jesus. We need people. The people in our lives are extensions of God's hands. I'm not saying everybody and anybody, but God puts people in our lives. And when we are closed because we're not healed, when, we shut the blinds, the curtains, locked all the doors, the windows, and got in the closet and locked that too. How are we supposed to get what it is that God has for us if we're not willing to let people in? I don't get up every day and survive on my own, right? I need Christ to help put my feet on solid ground, to help me push through the things that I have to deal with on my way out of the house. And then I have my business coaches, I have my spiritual coaches, I have my friends, I have my family. Some of us have coworkers, business partners. We have people in our lives to kind of help us along in this journey. We may be on separate paths, but we're all on a journey. And so we need many hands to keep us afloat. We're not in this by ourselves. And I think once we realize that it takes all kinds and that people, not everyone is out to get us, we want to use discernment because we don't need everybody, you know what I mean? But there are those hands out there that are going to help us walk this journey. So during this social week, I hope that you recognize that you do have a tribe. You do have a district behind you. And I hope that we are meeting you where you are. Same for me. People who are meeting me where I am, who are helping to keep me afloat. Do not forget that we are on LinkedIn, Facebook, obviously, and Instagram. Please share, tag your business bestie. If you are not following these pages, we ask that you go out and follow and just be a support. We want to get the message out there. We want to get the word out there. As I always say, you're witnessing history in the making, and you will be able to say when this becomes a nationwide organization, which honestly, it's already on its way there, if not already then stepped our feet in some water. You want to say I was there from the beginning. Oh, I was a tribe member when it was $1 a month. Oh yeah, I remember when. And then you'll look up and you'll reap the benefits of having been here from the beginning. So we want you to grow with us because we're always growing. Like we said, many hands have kept us afloat, and the SheEO district is out here wanting to support the women in business and just be the one-stop shop for the whole woman. So myself being a licensed financial coach, let me give you a financial tip from my book, How Money Works. Stop being a sucker. That cracks me up. The emergency fund. Do you have an emergency fund? Do you have an emergency fund? I'm building mine up. It's difficult sometimes, right? Especially if you're coming out of a financial bind, you're paying things off. We always want to talk about putting something aside. Let me read this one rule, or maybe two rules of an emergency fund, because I want to make sure you understand. Your emergency fund is only for unexpected emergencies, and that's all. It's not for last minute birthday presents, much needed spa days, or irresistible Black Friday sales. It doesn't matter if it sits in your checking, savings, or a separate account, as long as it doesn't tempt you to use it for anything but a true emergency. So remember last month, during Social Week, we talked about putting our networking events in our budget, putting those, planning our social events, or, going out to dinner with your girlfriends or your business partners, whatever, put it in your budget. The money for those things don't come from the emergency fund, okay? Here's a second rule. If you need to use your emergency fund to fix a car, replace the fridge, or pay for braces, take the money and spend it, because that's what it's for. Just make sure that afterwards you add back a little money every month until your emergency fund is full again. Okay, so that's my financial tip for this week. Make sure that we are socializing and being social responsibly and within our budget. Okay, remember, there are just as many free networking events as there are paid. And typically with these networking events, they put it out there, you know, probably a month in advance. So go on and add it to your budget, add it to your calendar. So then it won't be a surprise. So, you know, 2 weeks out, it's like, okay, my reminder popped up. I know that I'm going to XYZ networking in 2 weeks and I've put aside the money, and then you can go and really enjoy yourself and not be beating yourself up on the inside because you're taking money from somewhere that has another purpose. Okay. So thank you so much for joining me on the SheEO News. I hope that it has been informative to you. Please notate all the dates that we have discussed. Turn your notifications on. Share this video with your business bestie, and we'll see you back here next week. Take care.